We are live.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. And welcome to COZSNUG.
Welcome to COZSNUG.
What kind of, Ken, you want to start?
Spread all that? Sure.
You know, we just got done kind of redoing our website. I'd love if you could read that new thing
Oh.
that our website is, has that
Well,
new
yeah,
description.
our description of, you have COZSNUG.
I can pull it up,
Yeah, we want to kind of give you a little bit of a summary of what we're doing with COZSNUG. So COZSNUG is the universal word for welcoming connection.
I was gonna say, look at the camera,
Yeah.
or face the camera at least while you're reading.
Yeah. And all right, I'm going to read the rest of this real quick. COZSNUG, the universal word for welcoming connection and cultivating coziness toward others. By fusing cozy and snug, we drop the Y and vibrate the ZS, infusing our lives with warmth and comfort. It stands as our newest global word and symbolizes our journey towards heightened enjoyment through intentional, meaningful connections with one another. It's a new universal relatability word. Welcoming connection, or to make ourselves cozy toward others. So our focus tonight is on empowering our empathy. COZSNUG is one word that means to empower our empathy. And we just believe those are the two most powerful words that humanity could hear right now. And COZSNUG is the one word that means that. So we're going to tonight, just like we normally do on Thursdays, we're going to ask each other questions to empower our empathy. And we're going to practice our active listening and just trying to get ourselves beyond the whole concept of individualism and self-sufficiency and finding better, more enjoyment. And we believe that we enjoy life in direct proportion to how much we are willing to collaborate and be a relatable thing. And so we're just practicing as little babies all how to be relatable. So welcome, and hopefully you enjoy this kind of a thing as at least a little bit as much as we do.
Here, my phone back.
So
So tonight,
what
what
was it?
we've kind of been doing every week, well, then the COZSNUG, but for people that might be watching.
I can't hear you.
I'm trying to, they can hear me, don't worry.
You know what, should we,
Okay.
is it warm enough,
Yeah.
everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Should we turn that on?
Yeah.
Is it warm enough?
That's all good. No, you turn it off now.
Yeah, we're turned up.
Turn it off. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
That was make it, ease of mind. Nobody has to yell to be heard. They'll be good.
It's just that bottom thing. I just
Yeah,
switch it
it'll
off.
take a minute. So what we do on our COZSNUG night is we get in a circle and we talk and we ask each other questions about life. We kind of what we did is we actually we asked an AI to give us a list of questions to empower our empathy and to learn more about each other. And it gave us tons of awesome questions. We've just kind of been going through them and just asking them to each other. It's been really successful. We do our other stuff between our Monday and Wednesday stuff. We do a lot of great stuff in our bodies, but I really think the social connection is really where this is all going to come to the forefront. And I'm just so glad we've been doing this.
Ashton, can I just say, I'm so grateful that we've been doing this, but I want to be super grateful to you because look at how just the consistency, we've been doing this several months now, and
Yeah.
it's because we've been willing to be so consistent, and so kudos to you, brother.
Thank you. I'm really so passionate about this project for a long time, and meeting Ken really brought it into form. So thank you, Ken.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This is as important as we are. All of this.
Tonight, I have our question. It's a pretty tough question, I think, but it's a little on the harder side. The question we have today is, what is a challenge that you're currently facing, and how does it affect your life? We've asked a lot about our past, even our Tonight I really want to get down to what are you experiencing right
Right down to the heart of the matter.
now? I just picked this question 2 minutes ago, so I haven't thought about it, so I don't have an answer ready.
I don't need it yet. Does anybody have anything come to mind right away? Something that you're
What is
currently
something
challenged
you're
with?
What is a challenge you're currently facing, and how does it affect your life?
Socializing is a challenge in my life. Affects, times of loneliness or whatever, or feeling alone and whatnot. But it is getting better, so it's not really as bad as it has been. That's an immediate one right off the top of my head.
I guess the question is how does it affect your daily life? So look, you're right here socializing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so make an improvement on it's usually the best. I don't know. For a long time, I feared meeting new people. So.
You were a lone island for quite a while.
Oh yeah.
We talked about this before, and you've been starting to show me, so you're actually really leaning into it from our awareness, because you're coming here and trying to be the relatable thing,
Might as well.
right?
It's good. I like them. It's fun to come. Friendly welcoming. So.
Yeah, well, thank you for being the way you are, Brady. We love you. We love having you come. We love learning from each other. Mr. Badass introduces us to the best cacao ever. These are real cacao beans, Jason. That's like the best form of chocolate. Like,
Oh, wow.
you just put those in the oven for 10 minutes or whatever. Pull it out, peel a little tiny shell off of it, and it smells like you're smelling brownies.
Really?
You eat pure chocolate. It's just like the most purest. It's
Really?
It's really good. That's really good health. That's really healthy too.
yeah. So by the way, I put them in Randy's mortar and pestle, and I did not grind it to a fine powder.
Oh.
And so I just thought that when I had it in the hot water that it was going to probably melt a little bit.
Like chocolate.
And no, whatever size your grains are, or what,
Yeah.
Is what you
they
need.
stay at
No.
exactly that
That's
size.
Yeah, you want to go with a real fine powder, and I usually use almond milk so I don't have to use sugar or honey because it's a little bit sweeter. But that's.
Mhm. So going back to that question of you said this, and I can relate because I feel like I was just maximizing out on my loneliness, but that's the impact on you, right? When you're by yourself, this is constant awareness of like, shit, I'm alone. That's like what we're all facing. That's why we're doing this, in my estimation, so we can cure our loneliness by just being willing to get together and try to actually learn from somebody's unique experience. So thank you for doing that. Helps all of us, buddy.
Bringing up the loneliness is really a good note because I think a lot of people are really that. Isolation is easier than ever. I mean, you have access to absolutely everything, and you can almost pretend to socialize with your own brain. And it's really easy to just lock yourself up in a room and just live, and you can. Like you can have everything sent to your door. It's not like it's probably the only time it's probably ever where you can really isolate yourself entirely. Really, I've done that myself in my younger years. I isolate myself a lot, and I always found that balanced. Not getting those other perspectives, you'll never know. You can never find out if an opinion you hold is wrong until you go test it with somebody.
A lot easier, even talking to people in
Yeah, exactly. Feels like you learn in this really easy way. Like hey, here we are just talking. Whether you're talking or listening, it seems like you can still be learning and being receptive to the learning that comes from it all. I have. This is coming to mind for me, and it ties into this whole loneliness thing. The reason I'm doing what I'm doing right now, the reason I'm here, is because the biggest chunk of my life, I have become an expert at judging others and being judged. I used to walk around, I've said this several times, but I walked around and I'm like, nobody's looking at me like I'm their equal. Why are people not seeing me as their equal? Why am I not being seen with eyes of dignity? What's going on here? I feel like there's something here, and why are they just judging me? One of the biggest challenges I face in my entire life, and always have, and it's way better than it's ever been, but it's nevertheless still an actual challenge, that there are people who don't know what I'm about, but they think they know. And because they think they know, they just put me in a little box and say, oh yeah, that's what Ken is to me. I know how to categorize him now, so he's just this. And that makes me feel lonely. It makes me feel sad. It makes me feel like, where's the fucking love? Because my intentions have never been more pure in my entire life. I know now that I'm a full safe place for any human. And yet most people I encounter just want to think that they can categorize me as something they can easily just know how to deal with. And so for the longest time I was like, I'm going to really lean into this nonconformity thing and I'm going to just be myself, because people are ruthless. People are just wanting to stay in their cocoons. We're just wanting to be a part of this dog-eat-dog world where they feel like violence has to be a thing. And so it's the biggest challenge I've dealt with, is just being relegated to the margins of society as, oh yeah, that's that. I used to be a big old huge fat guy, and oh, that's just that fat guy. That's just that, and all these labels. And I realize now that it was me allowing for all that, me manifesting all that, completely unaware. But I'm so tired of feeling like life is happening to me that I finally said, all right, I'm going to have to just prove this to myself or die trying, that love's a real thing, dignity's a real thing, seeing others as my equal is a real thing. I got skills you don't have. Trust me, I'm aware of them acutely. And that makes me extremely aware of the fact that you have skills that I don't have. And all I have to do is become receptive, receive your uniqueness, rather than resist you. And the answer really is easy, but then we go to try it and do it, and we fall flat on our faces, because the easy thing, it feels like, is just to, oh, let's just judge him, put him in a box, let's label. Second, we label somebody, we know we're right, we just fix them. And it's gotten, like I said, it's gotten better and better and better over time, but it is exactly the reason why I'm primarily alive now, is that I feel like we now have an awareness that I'm not just a me, I'm a me and a we at the same time. We have to come together and start talking about this, or else, where are we? So, thank you everybody for being willing to lean into the whole concept with me, because I think we have cured loneliness the second we say, all right, no, I'm going to accept every single ounce of you. I'm not your I'm not morally superior to you. I guarantee you right now, you got experience that I don't have any concept for. And as soon as I really start to get sensitive and really try to say, hey, what is it? What is this so-called external thing here? How do I internalize this? Why is this messaging happening for me right now, for me? And that seems to be the magic point. So here we are, coming up with new relatability words and starting empowering empathy and doing Surrender Lab just to try to help us all get to the place of presence, because it's the only place where we find out that we are just love and light emerging. You get to the very, very end of it all. How many times have we all done this now, where you get to the end of it and you find out, yeah, that's what's going on here. I'm a big ball of light and love, and we're all just emerging, whether I'm aware of it or not. I'm just more aware of it than I've ever been. I want to do something about it. So that's my 2 cents for a second. Guys?
Sharing, Ken. It's really a large point you just made. Very, very meaningful and profound. Thank you. Really, what I really heard kind of in our answering question, I was like really sensitive to right now. Feeling as you become more and more authentic yourself, you're feeling other people, judging you, and you're being sensitive to how that's affecting you and how you want to deal with it.
Yeah. Exactly. I've never been more sensitive to it. And I love that I'm getting that awareness, because it's forcing me up against all these edges where I never really paid attention before. I wasn't sensitive enough. I was just too hell-bent on just getting Ken Sullivan what he wanted, Now it's like, all right, well, what do we want? What do you want? Hey, let me try to figure out what you want and try to help you get it. Doesn't that seem like what friends do? Hey, what do you want? Let me help you get it. That seems like... But it's hard to do that when you gain this new respect for everything as it is. And so if somebody doesn't want to be around me, why would I want to be around them? I don't want to inject myself onto somebody who doesn't want me to be there. So I have all these conflicting beliefs inside where I'm untangling from all my old beliefs and trying to put new beliefs in place. But I think that's the hardest part of the challenging part, going back to the question. The hardest part for me is we know this, what we're doing here is as pure as anything I've ever seen before. It's just pure at its core. Pure. There's no, we're not passing around the plate saying, hey, you guys make your donations here now. We just had our little COZSNUG night. This isn't about money. We're trying to push beyond the transactionalization of relationships. And the hardest part is just seeing where we are still collectively without collective trust. All the way. How long ago was that, Randy, that we went to that little yoga festival thing? And they said, hey, we're going to take a picture of you, and then we want you to write your intention on the bottom of it. I sat there thinking, what? Around this, and the words that came so clearly to my mind were like, well, I have no collective trust at all. None. It was like non-existent. And so I wrote down collective trust on the little picture. Up there, and they gave us our pictures at the end. Now here I look at that picture after a couple of years. I'm like, well, I definitely have some collective trust now. I have it with a bunch of people. But collective, the whole big collective, no. The vast majority of the people that I'm still walking through the grocery store, I was going downtown, the vast majority are still looking at me and just thinking, oh, I know what you are. Well, why don't you just take the time and ask me any questions at all and really just listen to learn instead of listen to respond? You might find out something really cool. Because now it seems like I can see you in this so big, beautiful way. Because I found out what we all are. It seems like most people are still wanting to staying enamored with their stories of the past so much that they're still hovering around their cocoons. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just challenging for me now, trying to be the thing I'm being in that environment. Does that make sense? Yeah.
I can go next. Right now, really working on last couple of days, I've been such a perfectionist on myself. I've been really harsh with myself. Slightest anything. I about swore and I beat myself up. What I really am letting go of right now is this balance where I found that perfection isn't really achievable in a real sense. And that's perfectly fine, but I still desire to continue to get better and more fine-tune my work and my practice and all the things I'm doing. So what I'm really working on right now is trying to find this balance between always being aware of things you can do better while still acknowledging that it's all okay the way it is. You know, it's kind of paradoxical to put the two together, but I think a lot of the now is very good.
Well stated, sir.
That's being a really cool adventure for me. Really, honestly, I've noticed all the places that I've really not been treating myself to the point where it's like, not Christ, you should be, I don't know, why are you even trying? That's just not healthy. It's not a healthy mindset to have, even if you want to work whatever highest aspirations of everything. You can't be beating yourself up. Not that goal.
So are you saying that you're having the challenge? Is it like taming the inner critic, or?
Yeah, so when it comes to like how it's affecting my daily life, it's really this thing where I watch a struggle inside of myself because I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want to land, because I've just been striving for this unattainable thing for so long, where now I feel like I let go of that and it kind of opened my eyes to the possibility of balance. But now I'm seeing all the places I'm not balanced in this area. So at the same time, it's still striving for that hard thing, but in such a gentler way, where I just feel a lot better than I did. But it's still definitely very acute right now. Sense of still letting go of some of the tension that I've been holding for so long.
The tension built up by
Built up by that idea and things I've been doing. And I've been really doing a great job releasing so much inside of me. There's certain spots that I so stubbornly have held onto. I feel it right here. Nice spot. Right in my shoulder. Very acute. Not something that's like painful or wrong. It's just this. It's this very subtle place in me that, right as it should be, but constantly in flow.
You can hear Carly coming.
If that makes any sense.
It is. I could tell. It was the car.
Carly,
Sorry.
Come on. And it's about to fit. Hi there.
This is my friend Mark. Is that okay?
yeah, of course.
Come on in. We're just
Good. How you doing?
Just sitting down.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi. Good. I'm just gonna sit on the floor.
Awesome, man. Welcome to COZSNUG. And what was your name again?
Mark.
Mark. Well, it's
Yeah.
nice to meet you, Mark. Welcome to COZSNUG. This is kind of an event that we've been putting together. We do it once a week on Thursday. And it's an event where we just sit around in a group as a community and ask each other questions about life.
Okay.
And tonight, here, I'll give you an example. Tonight, our question is, what's a challenge that you're currently facing, and how does it affect your daily life? Just kind of going around, kind of answering whenever we feel like we have something come to our mind. It's all about actively listening to the people around us and just feeling safe to be authentic.
So we know you just walked in and everything, but what's the biggest thing you're challenged with?
Yeah, I know.
Just kidding.
That I need nicotine so bad it's disgusting.
You want to go? You want to
Go for
You can
it.
go right now if you want to, Mark.
No,
You're
he's
already
like
ready
me.
to go. By the way, you're on.
Oh, and we
You're
are
on Candy
live
Cane.
streaming this, by the way,
Oh, on Facebook or?
on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
if that doesn't make you comfortable, like
Oh.
that's okay. It's like
You can sit
you
out
get
of
off the camera.
if you
You
need
don't have to talk. Like,
Out the
but
camera.
you definitely probably want to know that it provides.
I'm not just talking about the camera.
Do whatever you want,
Yeah,
Mike.
do whatever
Just
you
don't
want.
I didn't know. Like, oh.
Whatever makes you
Don't
most
mention
comfortable.
names that you don't want.
Yeah.
Okay. Off the camera now.
There you go.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you that. That was my bad. Hey, you're on camera. He's like, now what?
Whatever. Mark's like, wait, what?
But his name is
Sorry, that's bad.
Kramer, not what we said it was earlier. George.
Oh, that's funny.
Where are you
Check
from,
his
Mark? Are
identity.
you from around here?
I'm actually from Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Are you
Seattle.
living in Seattle right now, or?
No, I actually live in Roy.
Oh, okay.
Roy. I've been in Utah for about a couple years now.
Couple years.
Yeah, just family was here, and that's how I kind of came to Utah, and liked ever since.
Nice.
What you guys? Are you guys from Utah?
I moved from a lot of different places myself. Not everybody else here from Utah?
Most of my life I've been in Utah.
Yeah.
A few other places.
I've lived in over 30 states, so that,
Oh, yeah.
that conversation can get kind of long. Maybe we'll catch up later on all that. What do you do? What are you doing for? Are you working?
Yeah, yeah. I do like work with math, pretty much.
Oh,
So it's more like accounts and stuff.
like you're like in the accounting department
Yeah.
at Dominion Energy. Oh, oh, interesting.
Yeah, I like math, so yeah,
You're
all
a math guy.
yeah, all day.
Nice. You got to really pronounce that really well around here because they might think you're saying meth. Ogden's got a little bit of that.
That's
still
true,
going
actually.
on.
Yeah.
I'm really into math these days.
I'm the housewife of Ogden City. Just kidding, I don't do crystal meth. I just wear them. Not that these kind of crystals. Jewelry.
Yeah, so we've just been talking about things we're challenged with in life right now, and we're just practicing actively listening to each other and just creating a safe space for everybody to be able to. You can say anything you want. Nobody's judging here, and if they are, they're working on it.
I was kind of, I'll finish up, but I was kind of talking about the challenge I've been facing in my life. Letting go of the idea of perfectionism. Such a perfectionist for a long time. I'm sure it's honestly something I'm sure most people can relate to. Really been something I've been holding on to so tightly, been touching my pearls about it for so long, and it's about time that I finally started making a really good transformation. A lot more enjoyable and a lot less harsh.
Yeah, we have definitely been getting a lot more. I mean, every person in here has had some way of, barely getting to meet you, Mark. Massive impacts on me. I was just so not sensitive. Carly, you know how much of an impact you've had on me? I have not fully told you, but you have helped me become so much more gentle and sensitive and to the little things I had never ever even considered before. Just the smallest little things of, Canada, are you aware of your impact here? And, I mean, just in that, you're so good about being your authentic self. And because I want the information, I want to know how I can be more sensitive. And that's all the stuff I'm working on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is becoming just a more empathetic thing. You've been a massive teacher to me in that lately.
Thank you.
I love you for it.
I would say the same thing. The last little while, you've taught me so much about sensitivities. Fast.
Time is a
Sometimes it was a little too fast for feelings.
Time is money.
Time is money.
Time is money.
Definitely, I'm sure people can relate to that too. And as I slowed down and really gotten more in touch with humanity in the real sense. Tell you that you've really straightened out a lot of my wrinkles.
Oh, thanks. You too.
Yes, it's been so palpable that we've all been doing together. Feels good. Heading in the beautiful direction. Who else? Who has anything they want to share? Challenge in your life? Challenges you're dealing with?
No rush. That's certainly.
I have something to share. So my friend Brandon gave me this book. Uh-oh. This is Hogwarts style. Okay. So I'll pass this around. A Potter card, one of a kind. And this is for my friend Brandon.
What is this? Before I.
Oh, it's a field guide.
Oh, it's a field.
Mountains, birds, nature.
Like for like sitting there and journaling while you're in nature kind of a thing?
No, there's.
Well, like
It's a
wild
book
plants
about
and
it.
stuff.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
cute.
a mountain field guide.
The mountain field guide. With notes in it, and if you want to add to notes, that's totally chill.
Where do you get these?
Brandon. And
I guess more my question was, what do they mean to you?
oh, I'm sharing with you his field notes.
It's wisdom from nature.
And his schizo notes too, so be aware.
I really want to look into this. There's a lot here, so I want to look into this
Yeah.
some more later.
Yeah, I'll leave it in here. Eventually I gotta get back to Brandon, but if you guys want to make notes in it, that's fine.
Okay.
He'd probably love that.
That dress.
Thanks. I've never worn it
Very
before.
flowy.
I got it in Idaho at a thrift shop. In Boise.
Looks kind of almost like a girly dress. I'm in touch with your girly side.
How are you, Brandy? Good.
Cute as ever.
Can I tell you about that book that I gave you?
Yes, please. Please, please. I'm reading the back of this. I'm so excited to read this.
What's it called?
It's
It's
called
Jim
Rhythms of
Morrison.
Vision.
The Doors.
Book, The Future Shock of Psychic Power and How the New Fusion of Science and the Occult is Transforming Our View of Man. That's exactly my vibe, Carly.
Yeah, Jim
You couldn't
Morrison.
have handed me a better book, really.
Yeah, that's the. I turned it on for you the other day. The Doors, the band.
Oh,
Jim Morrison.
I've not heard of the Doors before. Are you saying?
You haven't heard the door.
Nope.
That's what I said, Brandy. I was like, you already did Surrender Lab, and you didn't even read the book yet.